Sat Shri Akal, hello, namaste and welcome to Nehla te dehla with Bella. ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਏ ਹਾਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਪਹਿਲਾ official episode ਲੈ ਕੇ with Navneet from Akriti by Shakun. How are you, Navneet?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. I'm just as nervous as you are, so relax. So today we're actually just going to get to know Navneet and get to know her a little bit on the insides and show our audience who she's about, what her brand is about, and thodi chatpatiyan jiyan gallan vi karange so we get to know her inside and personal life. Sareyan to ਪਹਿਲਾਂ start ਕਰਨ ਲਈ Navneet, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸੋ how does it feel to be here today?
I'm excited to be here with you, obviously. I think we started around the same time, so I'm just very comfortable and I'm comfortable talking to you, so I'm excited for today.
Yay! I'm excited too. A lot of people actually don't know this, but when I started Bella Studios, right around the same time, Navneet was just getting into her clothing store and her clothing line. So we did one of the first shoots here in Indianapolis together, and that was our beginning. And here we are today, exactly. 5 years later. So I know Navneet a little bit more than most of you, but my goal is to introduce her to all of you on the same level that I know. So let's get on started. Navneet, sareyan to ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਦੱਸੋ, how did you get into clothing, fashion, and your brand?
So I started about 5 years ago. I did my MBA. I did all my schooling. I was working in Michigan for a job, and I just didn't like what I did. Mm-hmm. So I was
What
always
did you
into
do?
fashion.
What did you do
I was
before?
a mortgage underwriter.
Oh, wow.
And I always wanted to do business, but I was like, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I can do. Mm-hmm. And I always loved fashion. So I was like, I want to get into fashion, but I still didn't figure out what I wanted to do. And then slowly I'm like, I love clothes, so why not do something like that? And then at that time, Indianapolis didn't have much. So we had the population, but we didn't have vendors, we didn't have designers. Mm-hmm. So I was like, maybe I can start there, grow there, because Indianapolis was just growing.
Mm-hmm. It was just beginning. Yeah. It was just the beginning of where it is today. Exactly. Definitely 5-6 years ago, we didn't have the options that we do today.
Yeah. So I was like, let me do clothing, and then my background was my family went to India. We picked our own fabrics. We did the embroideries. We gave our design. So we went through the entire process. So that's what I liked, and that's what I wanted to bring to Indianapolis because we didn't have anything like that. Mm-hmm. So I ended up talking to a few designers. I ended up going with the designer I worked with. Mm-hmm. So I opened up their franchise here in the US, and it's not just Indianapolis. I do it online, so it's all over the US, and I kind of just wanted to bring that here for people who can't go to India or people who don't have the time, or if somebody needs something last minute. So that's pretty much how it started because I love fashion.
Yes. Yeah. Wonderful. So when you were getting into it, did you call up Akriti, Shakun, right? By Shakun. Yeah. Did you call Shakun and be like, hey, I'm thinking about being a fashionista and opening a brand here in Indianapolis? Yeah. Or how did that go?
So actually he found out through somebody that I'm thinking about doing this, and he wanted to expand, and I was already his client. So it kind of we were both on the same page. He wanted to expand, I wanted to do something, and then after that our relationship just grew. Mm-hmm. So his brand grew, I grew it here. It was just a teamwork, and he got what he wanted, I got what I wanted. So I think that's
great. Yeah. That's awesome. Just some things are meant to work out, and it worked out in your favor. Yeah. So you're now doing fashion, and you're specializing in bridal work, and you're specializing in suits and embroidery stuff. So tell us more now that you have clients here. Yeah. Tell us more about your clients. Are they coming in for wedding outfits mostly, or are you getting wedding, non-bridals, and all of that?
It's both. I would say 50-50, honestly. Before, when I first started, it was mostly non-bridal, mm-hmm. because obviously it's hard to trust somebody new, but it helped me because I was working with an established brand. Mm-hmm. So now it's about 50-50. I do a lot of bridal, I do a lot of non-bridal, so pretty much the entire family. So it's not just the bride, it's where we dress the entire family.
Oh, wow.
And then anything throughout. So if anyone has a party, and anything. So casual wear, but bridal and non-bridal, and then we dress families. So it's
Okay.
not just the bride or the groom. And
Are
we do
you?
grooms too.
Oh yeah, actually yes.
Yeah.
So, ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਸ਼ਾਪ ਤੇ ਆਂਦੇ ਨੇ, of course bride ਆਂਦੇ ਆ, ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਉਹਦੇ friend, mom, sister ਏਦਾਂ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ, and so ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਦੀ ਗੱਪਸ਼ਪ ਚੱਲਦੀ ਆ? Oh, ਸਾਨੂੰ, we want to know, like, ਉਹ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਦੱਸੋ ਸਾਨੂੰ.
So I think before we get to the outfits, we talk about everything else. So we
Yeah.
connect. So we build a connection. It's not just the outfits. We build a connection. We trust each other because you're paying so much for these outfits. You don't want to just go order and come back, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're building these connections. We're designing for family. So family they want to come in and feel comfortable.
Yes.
So the way you get comfortable, especially with ladies, like you talk about everything. You understand each other.
Yes.
So understanding the person before designing for them, it helps so much because you're actually like, you know what the bride is looking for, what the family is looking for.
Okay. All right.
So
So
we
no
talk a lot.
no gossip. You guys.
Gossip.
That's what I want to know. Yes.
Yeah.
That's
so
wonderful.
We talk about families and everything.
Awesome. All right. And then, so you're like building the rapport online,
Yes.
and then your clients are coming in.
Yeah.
Okay. And
So
then
now it's all about social media.
it is
And
all about
helps a
social
lot.
media. Yes.
Word of mouth does help a lot, but social media just makes that connection.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Like my whole job is on social media. That's like where I get hired from.
Yeah.
So having your presence online is super important.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you start online and then they come to you.
Yeah.
Is this like your only location here in Indianapolis,
So
or?
right now, yes, but next month I am opening up a second location in Roseville, California, so around Sacramento area.
Wow, that's exciting.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
So I'll be back and forth. I just saw that there was a huge clientele in California for me and my brand.
Yeah.
So I was like, there needs to be a location there. So we're gonna start off small and see how things are, see how the area is, and then just kind of go from there. And we're gonna expand a lot more. So this is just the beginning, but
Oh, wow.
Indianapolis definitely helped.
That's your home base.
Yes,
That's where you started
I'm always
from.
gonna be here. I'm always
It's your
gonna take
roots.
appointments.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Wonderful.
Yeah.
So, are you going to be flying back and forth?
Yes.
So you're handling both locations
Yes.
at
so
this
it's
time.
appointment only at both, so I'm able to kind of see how my schedule is and make appointments accordingly. So I'll make my appointments in Indianapolis, and then I'll make the rest in California.
Okay. Well, Navneet, we talked about your store and your locations. Congratulations on the
you.
growth. That's wonderful. Now, you talked about your school and that you did your master's, and that was in Michigan State.
No, it was here. It was actually in Anderson.
Okay.
I did my master's in business because I wanted to go into business.
Right.
So
Okay.
it definitely helps. I think the things we learn in school, you just grow as a person and your mentality changes. So it definitely helped. I'm glad I did it before I started the business.
Your lane is narrow before
Yes.
going to college,
Yeah,
and then it
yeah,
just expands.
exactly.
It's much
Yeah,
wider, so
yeah.
you're able to. I completely understand that. That's beautiful. How was so you did everything in Anderson?
No, I did my undergrad at IUPUI, so
Okay.
I have my graduate from IU,
Okay.
Indianapolis, and then master's in.
So you went to work in Michigan. You didn't
Yes.
actually.
No.
I was confused. I thought you went to school in
No.
Michigan.
So
Okay.
I worked for about a year.
Okay.
But I worked for my dad before that, so like I had that mentality. I want my
You
own
want-
business.
What does your dad do?
He has gas stations.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So family Punjabi business. That's what we do.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So how was like living by yourself? Was that your first time?
It was my first time because I lived at home for
Did you have to
college.
fight your parents for it? A lot of Indians have to. It's like
I
hard
feel
to just
I
go
did
and.
now than before. For
Really?
California.
Yeah.
'Cause, like I'm their daughter, so it's hard for the dads.
Definitely.
Michigan, it was just like such a last minute decision. I literally like found out a week before, and my parents were like, "Go ahead, get your experience in, and then
Live
come
on
back."
your own.
Yeah.
I think it
Yeah.
actually makes you a lot stronger.
It does.
I think it makes you a better person, in my opinion, to live by yourself. Having that experience outweighs anything else, even a college degree.
Yes.
I have had the liberty of doing that, and I saw tremendous growth in me as a person. So I think that is a wonderful thing. So, so how's dating life? That's what I was trying to get to. You didn't let me get there. I know. So, are you single? Like, you are single. Womp womp womp.
I think my biggest target with my business, like that's my baby. I wanted to grow that. Kind of left the dating life on the side, which is not the best thing. Because I think you do need a partner.
You do need a partner. Yeah.
So hopefully that comes soon, but I've left it on God.
You left a girl. This is not the world to leave it on God. You gotta go and get it. Oh no. That's okay. We specialize that in as well. So here we are. This is Navneet. What is your age? Biodata das do hone nana lag gaya tavi kam kar dene. But what are you looking for in a partner?
I think it's understanding. Having that understanding between two people, because I have my own business, and a lot of families, they might like it, they might not. It's like it's our culture also. So like I am always out and about. I have to talk to people. I do exhibitions, so I always travel back and forth. So I think understanding that and giving me support, I think that's the biggest thing I'm looking for.
I think that's like one of the biggest challenges women especially from our culture are facing now. Now that we're becoming independent, now we're out there getting businesses and, we're making names for ourselves. We're gaining that empowerment back, that control back. So we can actually go out and we don't have to play in somebody's shadow. I think it is a challenge. However, I'm also understanding that men are starting to understand that now. So they're also transitioning and accepting women who are out working. Women have been working for a long time, but I think just culturally, for Punjabis, it's a new thing to be business owners. So that's definitely, I'm going through the same thing. So, but I think there are a lot of boys out there who understand that, so they're gonna be there to support you. So not to worry. Hor koi jidna khwahish hoye hana ki matlab understanding samjh ke hor look wise.
Like I think for me that's the biggest thing. Obviously, like other little things matter.
Let's hear them. That's why we're here. Is all those little things. Talk to us.
I mean, I think biggest obviously is understanding like height. Obviously,
height. Acha. Mark kitta jave. Ki height tadi ki requirement ki hai height di.
Like he should be a little bit taller. I'm not saying like very very tall. A little bit taller than me.
Okay.
Around the same age.
Hanji.
And then like
थोड़ा जा older चलेगा थोड़ा जा बड़ा हमें base होनी चाहिए like we have to have a range. Personality, what are you looking for? Do you want somebody who's funny, who is quiet? Like my husband is like super relaxed. Like I'm the crazy personality, right? I'm like and he's like really relaxed, and that's like sometimes it's a good balance.
It is,
I know you're more of a calmer person. So do you need someone who is like fun, outgoing?
Because I sometimes need a push. So I need somebody who can push me to do better. So I think he needs to be a little bit more active than I am.
Yeah. I feel like I have to push you to do things, as a girlfriend.
Especially at being social. I'm not good at it. I'm trying, but I just need that push.
You need that push. Okay, so we need somebody a little bit taller than her. Zyada nahi, matlab thoda ja. We need someone who understands her position as a business owner and is there to support her. And Horkisi? Oh, outgoing. We need a fun boy.
I feel like I'm interviewing for a guy.
Hey, I told you, we make things happen here. No, that's wonderful. What are your parents' thoughts on all of this? Like, have they ever like introduced you to a boy and said like,
They have, and I've never said no because I've always been open to an arranged marriage. But I think times have just changed a lot. So it's hard to find somebody who already doesn't have anybody.
Yeah.
I've met people, so it's not like I'm not seeing anybody. I'm open to what my parents say. But I think I haven't found that person yet.
Arranged marriages are coming back.
Yeah.
They're more and more common now.
And I've never been against it.
Yeah. I think more people are wanting to be arranged these days because it's hard to date.
Exactly.
Like all the dating apps out there, and they have so many options. People are like coast to coast dating, and so arranged marriages are really becoming more and more common, and I think it's a wonderful thing. All right, so we are going to do a rapid fire round. I have a few more questions for you. Let me just bring my laptop. I call you Akriti. Harjastv does that to me too. He calls me Bella all the time. But so Navneet, now that we've talked about, your love life, there's not much going on there, about your brand and your education. Now tell us, let's come back to the fact that, you have to create these clothes for your store. Are you doing everything online? Like, where's the factory? Like, are you going back to India? How often do you go?
So everything is based in India. We have our main flagship store there. So everything comes from India. I do the designing here. So when a bride comes in or when the family comes in, I do the designing here. But everything gets made from India. We have a team who does the rest of the designing. So I initially design, and then we have a full team. So I give them the full experience.
Okay.
And then for my
I know you go back to India a lot. Like, I feel like you go to India, and like I see every year you're always like traveling.
I love traveling.
Yes.
So the rest of it, like the samples and stuff, I go back and I design myself. So it's easier to see the fabrics in front of you, see the embroideries, and then just come up with designs. I like to add a little bit of a fusion touch.
Yes.
Because I feel like that's what girls are looking for.
I love going into your store. I love, like, I have created so many outfits with you, and then I show her a picture. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I remember, I just have to bring this up. I remember I went in for my sister-in-law's wedding, and I took Aishwarya Rai's picture, right, from Nimbura. And I was like, Navneet, this is like, what I want to wear, and please create. And so you create a really beautiful outfit. She actually was going to go to India that time. And so did you pick out those fabrics? And so you took what like my vision was and you made it happen. Wow.
So that's how the designing, I love designing. I've always liked it. So I think it helps me a lot when I talk to customers. I can suggest things. And then the rest, like, I feel like a lot of people already have a vision. I just create it for them. So it's like they have something in mind, and then we complete the rest.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for sitting down and talking to us about a little bit about everything. I know you were like, keep this short. You see how it's so natural. But we are going to get to know you a little bit more. And so we're going to do a rapid fire round. Yes. We're doing the rapid fire round. Make it easy on you. It's going to be fairly easy. Yeah. So I'm going to just ask you a few questions. Just answer them really fast. And then, maybe our audience will get to know you a little bit more. Okay. So anyways, Navneet, okay, so for the rapid fire round, I'm going to just ask you a bunch of questions and just answer them really fast, okay? They're so simple. Okay. So what's your favorite color?
Green.
Oh, envy. Favorite car?
Ooh. So favorite car?
Faster.
G-Wagon.
G-Wagon. Okay. Favorite vacation destination?
Bali.
Okay.
I haven't been yet, but I want to go.
That's where you want to go.
Yeah.
You're looking forward to it. Okay. Favorite person in the world?
My dad.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, that's so sweet. Not your mom? Oh my God. I know Auntie G. Auntie G, I'm coming to tell you her favorite person is her daddy G.
She knows.
A favorite store to shop at other than Akriti?
Oh gosh. I like Nordstrom.
Okay.
I love that place.
You can find everything there.
Well, I like Home Goods. No.
Oh, Home Goods. That's my place.
I think it's changed over time.
Favorite store? Oh, we already did that. Okay, favorite ice cream flavor?
Pistachio.
Oh no, pistachio. Oh gosh. Yes, you do. And your favorite food in general?
I like Thai food, except Indian. Indian food doesn't count because I feel like we just have it every day and you love it. So
We're from India. Of course, we love Indian food. So favorite food was Thai food. Wow. So Navneet, was this hard? This wasn't hard.
No, I think you just made it very comfortable.
Thank you. It was so easy. It was so personable. I'm sure I had a lot more questions, but we kind of did this like on the spot. So, it was wonderful talking to you. I already know you. It was just my job to bring you out and talk to our audiences and show them who Navneet is.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you, Navneet. And that was our first episode of Nehla with Bella, and we'll see you next time. Bye.